G4, feed off the semen, receive with that red carpet treatment. Raw fish, caviar and crackers at the Ritz. Can I dream for a minute? Shit. How about a meal worth of chips? At Vegas like, put it all on black. And the rest on the flight. I be up all day, I can rest on the flight. Can I dream for?
What's really good, Jokers Club Nation? It is your boy, Crooked Smile, and we are back with you guys at another podcast. And I got my homie, my big brother, the chef, man. How you doing, chef?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. As you can see, brand new mic, artwork looking serious out here. Uh, Listen, I don't even want to say nothing besides my man, Mr. Great Cloud, was the intro music. He obviously killed it. And the newest member of the family, that's who I'm excited about. I'm going to stop talking. Newest member of the family, please come into this biatch.
Hey, what up, guys? Is your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin, Jorge. I'm back to give some muffin love to you guys. And Chef, I love the hair. I love that new mic you got right there, brother. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's a new thing for me. Obviously, we're trying to, me and Crook, we've been saying for a while, little by little, we're going to step our game up. And, it obviously we're going through the quarantine and it's really crazy right now. But listen, little by little, we're gonna set this up, and hopefully, in some time, we get a little place, we get a little couch. We start making this look real official, doing some, both of us side to side. So, nah, man, listen, we love having you on the team, my brother. Like, this is a dope thing. Crooked, what we got today?
We got some great thing here. We are actually going to have a slammiversary Madden type curse issue going on, and we're gonna break it down. We're gonna actually give it to you from 2020, and we're gonna break it all the way down to 2015, where that's pretty much where it was okay, but it still wasn't the best. But that's the only highlight that they had. But let's break it down, right? Might as well, since
I agree with you 100% on that. Before you go into it, and we were talking off air, I would really love for the fans to embrace the curse instead of, sitting there complaining about it. Kind of like how Madden, every time somebody comes on the cover, you're like, he's done. You know what I mean? Like, every year we can expect Slammiversary to have a problem. And you know what? Just embrace it. What's the next problem? So you can laugh at it.
Mm-hmm. So we're actually going to kick it off with 2020. Obviously, this is fresh news. It's on everybody's mind. And that's because Tessa has been released and stripped of the title. And then you have another issue that Elgin has, parted ways with Impact as well. So that is going to leave a huge question mark on the main event for the world title, because now the world title is vacant. And there's only 3 superstars that are in the match at the moment. And kind of leads us to wonder if they're going to still do their 5-way and add 2 people, or if they're just going to go ahead and run the triple threat for this Impact World Championship.
You know what? I'm gonna jump on this first, and I'm gonna let Jorge go last because I know he's primed for this. Jorge's up with all the news and everything else. But the cool thing I'm gonna say is we did a video of the aces and eights before anyone even looked at the aces and eights being a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we touched on it. Recently, you've seen that D'Lo Brown got up from a chair. You've seen the cup behind the aces and eights thing.
Yeah.
Recent news has Anderson and Gallows supposedly signed already for Impact. So if that happens and Ace of the Eights comes out, I'm gonna tell you where you heard it first. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm excited about it. Honestly, I think everybody was tired of Tessa and everything else, so I got no problem with her, being stripped. She should have been stripped months ago. As for Elgin, it's like I heard conflicting stories. I heard that he got into like a scuffle with Sami Callihan.
Yeah, apparently he got into a physical altercation with Sami Callihan during the whole ordeal of how they wanted to work out the Shamrock versus Callihan. Which, if that's the case, Elgin has no say in that match. Like, he's not part of it. So I could see where Sami would have probably gotten pissed off because.
Listen, I don't even care who got mad. Like, I don't even care if they got into a fight. That, to me, that shit don't even matter. My beef is, if that shit happened, how come Elgin wasn't fired before? Why did it come so long to let this guy go? And I know he had a prior issue that supposedly they had looked, past when they signed him in the first place. So it's like, what happened besides that one scuffle? And to be honest with you, I hate the word fight unless hands were thrown. If hands were thrown, that's a different thing. But if grown men get into an argument, that that should not lead to someone being terminated. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know Elgin until me and Jorge, we were talking about it one time, and he was like, "Yo, Big Mike's official." I didn't really even know who he was, and I seen his work. I was like, "Damn, this guy does this thing." But
yeah, the only thing I can see Elgin leaving for is because of this whole hashtag Speak Out, and some stuff came out and everything else like that, and TNA is just trying to cover their ass, and do by the right thing. Like obviously we know Elgin has a past. It is what it is. Impact knew about it as well, and when they signed him, and that was a huge thing when they signed him. Anyways, is because a lot of people were talking about when he first came in, and everybody's seen him. That was a major talk.
But
why?
Like when you sign someone with sports, like and I always joke to Jorge, he's a big Astros fan, I'm a Yankee fan. When people like to take shots at A-Rod and stuff like that, which I defended him until he did fail steroid test on my team. Because if you don't take steroids on my team and you do it somewhere else, I don't really care, because that's their problem. I signed through without it. You know what I mean? If he did this somewhere else, you could be like, look, that was his problem elsewhere. He had no problems with us since he's been with us. So if that's a past thing, that falls in his past. You know what I mean? But now everybody does it. Yo, Jorge, what do you got, man? Because we're just going ham right now.
Well, the thing is, and I'll start from the beginning because a lot of things you guys said, back and forth. But I remember the match was between Shamrock, Sammy, and Big Mike. It was a three-way, and I guess both of them were arguing how the finish was going to be, and that's how the altercation supposedly happened, fighting who was going to get the win, how it was going to go, blah 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 blah. Now the altercations before, it is what it is, like you guys said. It sucks that it caught up to this point now, and then they used the altercation on top with what happened to release them. So that's a big blow for them on Slammiversary. The Tessa was done. This match was actually going to be like a match for the new title, because she was going to come in just to lose. Period. Her contract is already up before Slammiversary. I guess they were never able to get her in the same page, so she was just going to come in just to lose the match anyways. So it was actually going to be a three-way or a four-way for the title, and just her being just there and whatever, pull a Gail Kim and just kind of leave in the middle of the match. But it is kind of sad, or it is kind of good in the business that the Speak Up movement came out now.
Yeah.
Now hopefully they'll get to clean out a lot of stuff. And to be honest, I didn't even know half of this stuff was going on behind the scenes. I mean, I was shocked at all the stuff that I was reading. And hopefully, if it's a three-way, they'll keep it a three-way. I just hate to see a heavyweight, which is Edwards against two lightweight guys in the main event. Hopefully they'll add. Well, because right now is Edwards against Trey Miguel and Austin.
Ace Austin. I can't stand that.
Two X Division guys against Eddie Edwards, who's might be what calls heavyweight. So I don't see any of the three being the champions except for Edwards. But hopefully they'll add a fourth person in the next 2 weeks. And if it's true that somebody got signed already, maybe put them in now. Put some little vignettes. This is the former champion we're talking about that's coming in. He's gonna be in the four-way now for the championship.
Is that what they said?
No. That's what I'm saying. They should do.
Okay, because I was about
they're supposed to have They're supposed to have a former TNA champion, come back. Add them to the four-way. Get some more eyes into the pay-per-view. Get me to buy it. Get me excited about something right now. Right now, I'm not excited about it because you went from 5 to 3. And then today you're gonna go and announce a 10-woman battle royal for the number one contendership. And I said the same thing. Damn, hold up. You're just gonna put this on a little thing on Twitter and not even do it on the show, which now you have Elgin, Joy Ryan, and Dave Chris are gone. You have these major holes that need to get filled. So you couldn't tell me you couldn't take 20 minutes of your time and go each by each and go, well, Taya is the former world champion. Can she win? Or Nevaeh is the new knockouts. Can she win? You know, a little vignette of each woman for the next 2 weeks will feel nice 20, 25 minutes. Now we're going to get stuck with a lot of flashback matches of the week. Full matches, which I hate those things anyways. God.
So not to cut you off or anything, but I know you did say you wanted a fatal four way. Who would you want to put in as your fatal four way on that main event?
Well, you know, if God, I hate to say this, put Moose in there, man. Put Moose. I mean, Moose. I mean, right? I'll be honest. I am not a Moose fan. You guys know that. Chef knows that. But the man has paid his dues.
Yeah.
He's been there since he came in for Ring of Honor. He's resigned again for a second time, even though when they were shitting him, he stayed. I mean, right now the show is running because of him defending that damn TNA title that they found somewhere in a box somewhere. If it wasn't for that title, I mean, you know, being honestly, COVID-19 destroyed the whole everybody's world upside down. You know, where Tessa stayed in Mexico with the world title, and then you had Jordan Grace with the Knockout title not showing up either. Then the North getting stuck in Canada with a tag team title. You have one title on TV. That was it. And he was the damn TNA title. So thanks to Moose carrying the show. I mean, I gotta say, it's the truth though. I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Jorge, what was the reason the TNA title was brought back?
Why? For that damn stupid ass show, that TNA rewind thing they were supposed to do in April.
No, that's not why they did it. They did it because they didn't have any belts on their brand, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that too. And now right now he's the only one that's actually putting a world title back on the main front right now. Like when you forgot about the TNA title and you forgot about Tessa being in Mexico, he brought that TNA title and everybody started saying, well, you know something? This is the real world championship right here.
You know, the crazy part with that is they still never let him win it. Like, he kind of self-proclaimed himself the champ, and he's defending it, but like he still has never in a heavyweight title won that belt, because that wasn't a title where he won it, right?
No, remember, I was there that one time last year, 2 years, at Slammiversary. Yeah. And he had the match against Austin Aries, which he lost. He should have won it there. He should have. I mean, honestly, he should have won that there, and he never did. So
fuck Austin Aries.
Oh, and supposedly he got hurt, and then he comes back as Dean the Bodyguard or whatever, associates with Austin Aries, and they kind of just killed the Moose storyline. And then all this stuff happens, and then you see Moose kind of like, well, shit, just give me the ball, I'm gonna run it, and he's done that. I mean, he needs to win the title, or at least have the four-way person be there to help him win it. So like have Moose be the fifth entrant, and you just have him come in. The dude helps him out, and boom, he wins the belt.
So let me ask you a question: if the former champion is Eric Young at EC3, do you still want Moose to win it?
Not EY, but definitely EC3 should win it.
EC3 is not. But I don't know why Howdy so that says EC3 is not coming back to Impact.
Hold up. But if any of those guys do come back, then they should help him win it. And then Moose should definitely still win the belt. He's due. He's overdue.
Nah, if EC3 comes back, they better slap the title on him right away. And EC3 is coming back. I'm telling you right now, I got this vibe.
That's vibe. Too fast. It's too fast to put the ball on him.
Yeah, I mean, I got this. To be honest with you, the more I keep thinking about it, I know he had that meeting with Jericho in Disney Springs, but the more I keep thinking about it, where is he going to fall in AEW? Like, to be completely honest with you, he's not going to be on Cody's level. He's not going to be on Moxley's level. He's not going to be on Jericho's level. So where does he fall? As a mid-carder and then trying to get the unfinished TNT belt? Or does he go back home where he has his following, even though it's a smaller platform. And he keeps saying, like Crooked says, he wants the bigger platform to get his message out there. And I agree with that. You know, AEW is obviously the big platform, but he'll be a big fish in a small pond with Impact.
Well, the thing is
Yeah.
this: he was a WWE person before he came to Impact.
But he was a bump. But he was a bump. He was
Well, he was
nobody
an
in
NXT,
WWE.
and nobody knew him. He came to Impact, and Impact brought him up and made him into the EC3 that we all know.
He's
And
a
then-
Carter. He's a Carter. That's
He's
why.
a Carter. And then when he left, Impact implemented that rule where they could take their names with them to different companies wherever they went to. He went to EC3 to prove that he could big in WWE, and Uncle Vince shitted on him.
Yeah, he did.
Now he has to come back home to Impact to prove that he has what it takes to be the champion again. Because when he left, there was nothing else for him to do. He had beaten everybody. He had defeated everybody. People were leaving left and right at that time before Dixie sold the company. People were leaving. Lashley was leaving. A bunch of other guys were leaving. So why he's gonna stay there fourth in the falling ship?
Yeah.
If you thought that. Sean, go ahead because we keep blocking you out.
Oh no, you're good. No, like I just don't feel EC3 is coming because if you think about it, like Chef said, he wants a bigger platform. There's not much EC3 can get from Access TV, and then like we've brought this up numerous times before. Access TV isn't one of your like actual TV subscription type ordeals. You know, you got to actually purchase it in one of the higher packages on your TV deal. That or you know. And half the time you don't even get to see Impact on your Access TV anyways. So I feel it'd be pointless for EC3 to say he wants to do this huge platform, but yet he can't get his word out unless he's going through his Instagram like he's doing now, which he's blowing up with. And it'd just be like him just wasting his breath by going to Access.
Usually I disagree with Chef, but in this case I'll have to agree with Chef on this one. I mean, like you said, Access TV. But when he was there before, they were jumping from Spike to Destination America. Nobody found that channel. To Pop TV. Nobody found that channel. And then he left. Now they went to Twitter and whatever, the Nature channel or whatever.
That's the one I was going to ask you. What's the one that they had with like the fishing?
Yeah, the Nature channel or oh gosh, Sean, you know the name of it?
I don't.
Yeah, so that one nobody could find to this day. But now they have Access TV. They have the Twitch channel that you could watch it on Tuesdays on Twitch, which I do.
Nobody watches Twitch.
Yeah, now they have the Pluto channel or service, and you could get it to all those type of services. So there's more mainstream, and he's gonna get lost, man. In AEW, they got so many one-hit stars that are just by single guys. Jericho, Moxley. Now they got Cage. I mean, they got so many guys there. He's just gonna get lost in the shuffle, man. He's gonna be on AEW Dark every week.
Crooked, you froze up, brother.
Yeah, you
Am I frozen?
Yes,
You're frozen. But listen,
with a smile on your face.
There you go.
There you go.
Did we hit 2020 and the slammiversary curse good enough, or?
I feel we did. Like we pretty much went through everything that we could. So
well, one more thing about the new Slammiversary. They have to come with something. They cannot pull that same nonsense they did at a BFG with James Ellsworth, man. They need to hit a home run. They need to at least if they bring Rusev in as the only one guy brand new with either EY or EC3 as the TNA former champion, I'll be happy because nobody's expecting a Rusev or Aiden English or anybody like that to come to the company.
I don't like Rusev. I'm telling you, I think Rusev is a bum.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, if they bring somebody like that, I'll be happy.
No, I mean, listen, I know a lot of people like Rusev, but like to me, I think that Rusev falls in that WWE fanboy list where because they're there, people are fans. And then we also got to think Lana's super hot. So, like, who ain't going to cheer for the guy who brings out the super hot Russian chick? You know what I mean? Like, she's obviously gorgeous, and I'll cheer for anybody that's hot. Why not? But,
and she's still on the contract with the E.
Yeah. Yeah.
So So she won't be there till Rusev is there for a while.
But the thing is, if you look at everybody that goes there, like say an Impact guy goes there, all of a sudden the Impact guy who signs there, they get 40,000 more followers just because the WWE fans are like, oh, he's a WWE guy, I like this guy, and they get their blue check mark.
Yeah.
The WWE fan, like, think about also who was the guy who used to play the Miz?
Used to play what?
Impact. He used to like pretend like he was the Miz.
Damian Sandow.
Damian Sandow. When he came into Impact, we were both there, and he cut a crazy promo crapping all over Impact, and on WWE, and I was like, oh snap, like he's gonna come serious. Then all of a sudden, he's on this fruity tooty,
Liberace,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like he completely switched up, and it didn't get over because it was
Spud. Yeah, he was there with Spud.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it people think that, oh, well, they're a WWE guy. I can't wait for them to come over. They're going to do this. I think Rusev is going to hurt your money because you're going to have to pay him. And I don't think Rusev is a big star. Like, to be honest with you, I wouldn't put him over Moose. I wouldn't put him over Fulton. I hope not, because Fulton seems like they're finally doing something with him. Like, they do have a decent core of big guys, but, like, let them execute well. And Rusev, I think, takes them a step back. Now, like I said, I could be 1,000% wrong. I'm not the smartest wrestling guy, and it's hard for me to like certain talents. But I think Rusev is fun. I don't understand why everybody's hyped on him.
Well, also, with like I mentioned earlier with the COVID-19, there's a lot of guys who are the other companies who haven't done anything. NWA is still sitting there, and they just, Ricky Starks left. Siki Dice just asked for his release, so he's gone.
You know what?
And then you have Ring of Honor, who's has a faint pulse left. With all the allegations now they pushed their shows coming in from July to August. So of those guys I want to ask for release.
I wish Mia Crooked could tell you why those two guys left, but we knew Zicky Dice and Ricky Starks were leaving 3 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, without even a doubt, I can't say why, but, and you know me, I don't say shit that I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say what I was about to say, but through the grapevine, we found out some information, and we'll never say why. Dude, I don't know where you're going, but it looks like you're making like a boneyard match somewhere.
Yeah, he's doing something over there.
But, we knew they were gone. We knew they were gone long before, and you're gonna see another two names that should be leaving real soon too, and they're both young as well.
Okay, so see that right there, Impact should jump on those guys if they fit into the Impact market, because right now Anthem has deep pockets.
So I'll say this, like I'll go a little bit more in depth with what Chef just said. I'll just say he was a former TNA Impact World Champion. And that's all I'll say.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that because there's only two of them on that brand.
That's fine.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. Just the name just popped in my head.
Yeah. But
if you really want me to go in depth, I could say
no.
Another thing that could totally do it, but
no, don't do it because if he signs with Impact, you don't want to get him back on here again.
Yeah. I just thought the name. Yeah, but that's Slammiversary 2020. Like I said, Anthem has 2019,
man. Yeah, we'll jump 2019 now. So we get off that subject. So the negative that came out of Slammiversary 2019 was Killer Cross for not blading, which led him to leaving. And then the second part was Tessa wins the world title. I put in there, was it a good or bad thing in your opinion?
All right, I'll let. All right, do you want to always go last? Finish it up.
I'll jump on this one. I'll jump on this one.
Please. I'm good. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Killer Cross with the blading, he shouldn't have to do that. If that's true, no one should be told like you have to blade yourself. No, man, I ain't doing that. So I don't blame him for that. And the Tessa thing, At first, I thought it was going to be a good thing. It just never materialized to anything. It just kind of just like, I thought it was going to be different with her, but it just wasn't. Now, she won the Knockouts title, right? That's Slammiversary.
No, I thought she won the heavyweight.
I thought she won the heavyweight this year in January, December.
No. She beat Sammy Callahan last year for the title.
Slammiversary?
Yeah.
My fault. I'm taking a selfie while we're doing this. You know what I mean? Like, so she beat Sammy Callahan. That's for sure, right?
Yes.
Okay. Jorge, you good with it, or you really want to go ham?
Do it right now.
Oh, he's making sure he double checks his notes.
He left again. Where is he?
I don't know. He keeps popping in and out.
I'm right here. No, it was me because I had to charge my phone.
Oh, okay.
I pulled a TNA Slammiversary where they like lost visual a couple years back.
Whoa.
He's going hard with it. So when Jorge gets his notes, because I think he's looking for his notes to see which one did she win. I'll just ramble.
She won the world title.
Well, I know he just wants to double check to make sure that we don't look like dun-dun-duns out here. And listen, I agree with you guys. I don't think that anybody should believe himself. I think that's absolutely asinine that to tell somebody, yo, you got to cut yourself. I'm not cutting myself for nobody. You know what I mean? Like that's just crazy. Tess, I've never wanted her as a champ. Like I always said, Gail Kim didn't win that belt, and she don't deserve that belt. I think that it should have been a different female. If it would have been like Awesome Kong, China, Taya, who's bigger, and you've seen Taya go against guys like Jeff Cobb and stuff like that and look strong. Not because the match made her look strong, because she actually looked strong versus Jeff Cobb, who's a big dude. So
I would have loved to see Joanna Cena win it.
No. Oh God, hell no. That would have been it. I would have quit TNA Impact Wrestling for life. I would have done the You Can't See Me No More. Yeah, no, I think that I just think it was the wrong female. And people always go, oh, but you're just sexist. No, homie. I love women's wrestling. Anybody that knows me, I'll tell everybody. I'll put Kaylee Ray over almost anybody. She's that damn talented. But I just think they used the wrong female to break that stigma or just to make history. It was the wrong one. And Tessa Blanchard will never be on Gail Kim's level, even at this young early career she has. Gail Kim is one of the greatest female wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. And if you didn't put it on her, then you damn sure shouldn't have put it on Tessa Blanchard. Gail Kim is the truth, and like I said, she'll never be Gail Kim. Wrong person. My fault, Jorge. Did you find your notes? Did we lose you?
All right. Well, we'll jump into 2018. If he comes back, we'll jump back to it. And the bad thing I got out of this was the rivalry between the LAX versus the OGs. Great match, obviously, but the question I had that did everything was it a good idea to have the young LAX beat the true OG LAX? And pretty much after they beat the OGs, like they disappeared.
I mean,
yeah, I'm coming with hard-hitting questions.
This was hard. This was hard because I'm a big LAX fan. I'm a big OG LAX. I'm a big original LAX with Sarita and Hector Guerrero and Shelly Martinez.
No, you can't say that.
I can't say what?
That what you just said right now.
Shelly Martinez?
The one before.
Hector Guerrero?
Yeah.
I said the wrong one?
No, because remember, at that time they were called the Mexican Americans.
Yeah, but it translated.
So they wasn't really LAX.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But it translated into LAX.
Yeah. But unfortunately, in that era, there was a whole different thing away from LAX.
That's true. That's true.
Unfortunately.
Listen, I like to throw the guy his flowers. But I love LAX, and
Hasta
I
la
do think
muerte.
that the young guys should have won. But if Jesus Christ, this question is crazy. Uh, I got no problem with the young guys winning if they stay. If they were on the way out, like if management had came up to them and said, "Look, guys, like are we resigning?" And I'm sure these guys, stand-up guys, Jorge knows them better than me. Uh, they know from what I know about them and when I've been around them the few times from my Impact, they were straight up, real dudes. Like Santana, I talked to a bunch of times because I felt like he was more like me. He has a crazy past or whatever, and we speak on this dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Like we spoke a certain language, and I appreciate it. But I think that if you would have asked them straight up, like, "Yo, are you guys staying?" and they would have been like, "Look, we got a great offer from AEW, and it's going to be a bigger platform and everything else, and we're going to go." Which at this point you get because they're younger and they want that spotlight.
Yeah.
If they would have said that, I would have been like, "All right, well, I'm going to have you guys unfortunately lose." Because we're trying to work with Hernandez and Homicide and Eddie Kingston, just to keep them going hot. And I'm pretty sure, they would have done it when you had the broken stuff. Are you going to get into the broken stuff at one point? Okay, good. So when you
No,
had
it really didn't deserve a mention, so I didn't even write it down.
no, that's fine because when the broken guys won all the belts, they were super hot, and I'm talking about LAX, and they lost to them. You know what I mean? Like they just instantly lost because Matt Hardy was the broken thing, and they got hot. So they understood the business, and they took the fall back then. So I'm pretty sure that they would have been okay with the lose against the OGs and then Impact using what the OGs, but then the OGs lost, kind of disappeared, and then LAX lost. Won and disappeared. So it's a double negative.
What you talk about the OGs and the LAX, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had told Chef for 2018 it was LAX versus the OGs at that Slammiversary. This is the only pretty much thing that you could probably remember during the whole thing because that pay per view was eh. I said, and I was just trying to figure out was it a good idea to have the young LAX beat the true OG LAX?
Now, which this is for which is what kind of match was this?
It was just a normal tag match. No, this was actually a 5150 street fight. Yeah, this was at 5150 street fight. Yeah.
Now, didn't they? Well, no. Well, actually, I was there for this.
Yeah, it was
it was in Toronto.
Yep.
Yeah, I was there for this. So, but both of them were still there. Remember, then they had a year later. They had the BFG match, which was the one with the just no ring. Remember that that took the whole thing out of the ring, and it was just the boards.
Oh yeah. Against
OBE.
Against Pentagon and
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so remember that was the beginning of their thing was almost a whole year, and then at BFG 2019, that was the one that they had the whole ring taken off, and it was just the boards.
Yeah.
Now I could tell you what happened in the BFG one because I spoke to Hernandez, and he said that after that match, OGs were done.
Yeah.
So they were leaving. And then I spoke to LAX later on because I still stay in touch with them, and they have better lucrative offers from AEW. And I know Ortiz had just his girl had just given birth to a new baby, a boy, and I know Santana, he wanted to buy his mom a house, which he just did now, and he has a daughter. And I know for a fact his father was sick, and then his father passed away also. So they took, after 3 years of busting their asses for Hog and for Impact and all these other places, and AEW is once a week. You're getting paid for once a week live. I'll take that anytime. It's monster tapings for one weekend, and then I have to go to a House of Glory. I have to go to all these other places just to make money, where I'm getting paid in one location, wrestling once a week. So, and you saw Hernandez, they brought him back,
Yeah.
and hopefully he'll get a push.
He's had some good work since he's been back.
Yeah, maybe he should be the fourth person in the 2020, three-way, just to add another body who's a heavyweight. Just
I can see
for the
it.
hell of, add somebody else in there.
So we good on 2018. We're gonna jump into 2017.
Let's do it.
All right. So this was a rough year for Impact for Slammiversary.
Oh, this is a rough year.
So
Yeah, this was definitely a bad year.
I don't even want to mention his name, to be honest.
You got to mention his name.
Unfortunately, we had Alberto El Patron
Oh.
win the GFW/Impact World Title, and my question of that is, was it a terrible look on the company? Obviously, I say yes because I hate the dude. Never liked him, even in WWE. He's a scumbag. What do you guys think? Was it a terrible thing to put it on him when he came
You know
over?
what? You know how I like when people don't like something, and I do it to you all the time, and I make you go last because I want that energy. Jorge has to go last because he hates El Patron, right?
Well, actually, you wanted to go first.
Just that laugh, you already know there's some tension.
I actually wanted to go first because I remember this.
No. This is why you got to go last because you feel a certain type of way.
Oh, a lot of shit happened in that whole match with his girl.
You see, Jorge's trying to
Yeah,
skip right
dude.
now and go first. You see what he's doing, right? So I'm not gonna let Jorge go first because I want Jorge's really negative energy. Listen, the way I see it, we all felt a certain way. We don't think that Impact should have done what they done. They did what they usually do, and they give a recently former WWE guy a belt as soon as they come in. We hated that. We always, all of us do. The three of us will always agree on that. I'm not going to go into the Ale House thing because I don't want anybody to say, what happened there, with who. But he did something stupid there. He did something stupid later. He was a raging alcoholic.
Still
The
is.
the one good thing that came out of El Patron, but we got in trouble for it, is remember when I started doing the fuck the E chants? We did.
They got censored during the show, or they told us to stop.
We did it the first time, and it kind of rocked. And then the second time, Double J was like, "Yo, y'all gotta."
Well, no, Patron actually looked over at us, and he was actually encouraging us to keep it going.
Yeah, he was egging us on.
And then, unfortunately, JB, our boy JB, I love JB. I think he's still with the E, so I hope he still is. Definitely a great guy, definitely, without a doubt. He actually was like in the corner, like, "Hey, cut it," like, because they were taping, and all you could hear in the background was us saying, "Pardon my language," we don't cuss very much on this podcast, but we were chanting "fuck the E" out loud, like repeatedly, and eventually.
Remember, Double J actually told us to say, "Can you guys do the F to E?"
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett was telling us to do it. Yeah,
do the F to E, and we were like, "Yeah, I guess whatever." You killed the fun from it. We were like, "Yeah, whatever." Double J, like, I guess whatever.
Yeah, because I was at the end of the night when they were doing the whole celebration thing and they were filming.
Yeah.
After we were told like 3 or 4 times not to do it, so our moods were already killed. And then Double J came out. He's like, "I want you guys to chant that chant that you guys were doing earlier, the F the E," and we're just like, "All right, sure, we'll do it for you."
Yeah, I guess. But no, and none of them ever made TV really. You know what I mean? The F the E one that made TV, but But I think that was my biggest beef. Is the guy's a slime ball, and then he recently got into some craziness where he said something like he'll throw somebody's kid out of a moving car or something. Listen, the guy's he's a wreck. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jorge, do you have any positive news coming for us
from that show?
Yeah, from Slammiversary, with your favorite El Patron.
Well, yeah, something, and I'll be honest, that was the one weekend that they had this thing all set up beautifully.
Yeah.
The Saturday they had the Slammiversary meet and greet, humongous hotel in the Hyatt, or one of those hotels, and they had one humongous room with all the props they were selling the whole day from like 9 to 3 or 4 o'clock. You got to meet all those guys, talk to them, take pictures. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And then that day, he showed up with Paige. Can we say names? Well, I did already, right?
I already did it, so might as well.
He showed up with Paige, and at that time, that was the rumor that he was dating her, and she was in the back, and she didn't want to no drama, and he would keep trying her to kind of come in with him and enjoy the fun or whatever. So that was a good part of the show. The second night,
they put a luchador mask on her, bro.
Well, no, the second night, which was the actual show, they put a mask on her.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting next to her the whole time, and I know, and you can see this this pale skin, like whiteout. I already knew who the hell she was. I was like, oh, this chick is here. I'm like, oh, Lord. And Slammiversary had some good matches. Sanjay Dutt won the X Division title for the first time from Loki. I was shocked about that one.
Yeah,
we had the James Storm against EC3 match where I think James Storm legitimately had a concussion. I think, and then after that EC3 left, and then James Storm left. So they'll actually have some good matches, and then the main event happened. And before the main event, they announced that GFW was actually going to be the name of the company going forward. Or GWF, whatever it was called, with Jeff Jarrett. So I was kind of like, oh, God, no. Another name change. Another name change for Impact Wrestling. I was like, good Lord. They went from TNA now to TNA GFW or GWF. So I was like, oh. And then the main event, I kept training for Lashley, and she kept looking at me with a bad look. Like, she literally tapped me on the chest one time because she was getting mad and telling me to shut up. Not to cheer for Lashley, to cheer for Alberto.
Who?
Paige. I showed you the picture. Remember?
Oh, that's right. You did.
I took a picture and I sent it to you so you can see it. My whole chest was red.
Yeah, she was like giving him like straight Ric Flair chops, bro.
Like tried me around the chest. Like, oh Lord.
So, I'm surprised I never told you this one. Crooked. Like he showed she was like I swear, bro, on some real from line of flying.
Caught you by surprise,
like straight
bro.
up, like pow, you know what I mean? Like so
like shut up, like telling me something. I'm like shut up, like I'm here cheering for whoever I want to cheer for, And then they kept the mask on her the whole time, but and then the tapings came, and this was on August for the tapings. They were pushing the kid from the three guys. Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, and the other kid, Desmond.
Rascals?
Yeah, Desmond's the truth.
Desmond. They were pushing Desmond Xavier, and then he won in August, and he won the cup, the X Division Cup series. That was the last live show they had. It's been 3 years since they had a live episode. And then we had unfortunately the Jeff Jarrett incident where they found out he was doing more than he should have. And then they went and, they cut ties with him. And they moved the names back to Impact and got rid of the GFW belt. And now 3 years ago, Jarrett put the lawsuit against them, which is coming up tomorrow. Is they going to court finally. So tomorrow they'll find out if Jeff Jarrett wins his 6-hour case or if he loses. Because he's suing for 6 hours of video from the GFW stuff that they were doing to the Impact Plus back then when they started. It was called the GWF app at that time when they started doing it.
And not to put a bad light on Paige, because Paige has definitely gotten better through the years. I've actually seen her progress.
Oh, I love Paige.
She's gotten a lot better. I think Patron put her in a bad spot in her life for sure.
Trump puts everybody in a bad place.
Yeah, unfortunately. And she's actually in a relationship with a lead singer from Falling in Reverse, Ronnie Radke. Great dude.
Love the band.
Oh, yeah, definitely. With number one. Shout out to Falling in Reverse with the number one rock song right now. It's been up there for a while. Hey, man, got to give it to Ronnie Radke, man. He's a great dude.
I have no idea about rock music like that. So,
I love Falling in Reverse.
If you're number one, congratulations. I don't care what line of music you're in. If you're number one at anything, congratulations.
Yes.
Oh, he adds a little bit of rap into his rock music though. Like
No,
he's got,
does he?
yeah, he's pretty legit.
I'm gonna have to check this guy out later.
Um,
But I'm gonna tell you, if he's not legit, I'm gonna shit on him the next show.
don't do that. Like, you might not like his music, but like personally, he's a good fucking dude. Like
No, it's all good. It's all good.
All right, so we done shitting on Patron for the.
Well,
Yeah.
one more thing about El Patron. Mexico's worst export.
Wow.
Or import, or what I used to call him, Mexico's worst tyrant, thief, because that's what he is, a damn thief. He robbed Impact Wrestling. I mean, no show for the championship match against Pentagon Jr. and Austin Aries. That started the whole collapse of TNA there for WrestleMania weekend. So,
Hey, you know they have to get in at least once every show, Chef.
My folks, like, they're all laying down relaxing. Like there's no need for them to be barking right now. And it's like they know I'm on the show, and every time I do one of these, they got to bark. They're already done, but it's like they're like, yo, he's podcast, yo.
He's on the pod. Shout out to the homie.
What up? Shout out to the homie, you know, Big Bone over there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
All right, so we're gonna go to 2016, and this is major. This is pretty big. A lot of people already know this though. Slammiversary almost did not happen in 2016 due to the money issues and stuff like that. They couldn't pay talents, and they only taped Wednesday through Friday because they couldn't pay for 2 flights for the talents to come out. So Slammiversary was almost a no-go on 2016, which I feel like this is like the biggest like downfall per se out of the 5 years that I wrote down.
What was the main event?
I don't remember.
All right, you guys. You know what? I'll ramble. Crooked, do me a favor. Find that main event for 2016 for Slammiversary. So
All right.
I remember being there. 2016 was hot as hell. I remember sitting there sweating sacks, literally. It was rough. It was rough, and obviously Corgan comes in and saves it and everything else. But it was a mess. It was a mess because you didn't know if it was coming on, and a lot of people had already flew out, had their tickets. You know what I mean? Like their hotels and everything. The 2 big ones that people actually fly out for Impact Wrestling is Slammiversary and Bound for Glory. Those are the ones that you actually get your hardcore fans that actually come out. Like a Lethal Lockdown, you're not going to see them. But it was a crazy thing as a fan because you love the product and you sit back and you're like, damn, as much as I don't want to say pump money into it, buying merchandise or you know what I mean, the pay-per-views. When you're loyal to something, you support it. And there are people like Jorge who, and let me just finish this one up and then you go in. Now Jorge has flown to New York City. Jorge has flown to Orlando. He's driven to Canada.
You broke up.
Chef, your audio's out.
Yeah, your audio's out, Chef.
There it goes.
Oh, I'm back in?
Yeah.
Now you're back in.
All right. I don't know what he did on his side, but if there's a pause, we're going to blame it on Crooked Spawn because Crooked Spawn doesn't hang stuff out.
Whatever he's saying doesn't matter to me because I can't hear his ass.
You still can't hear me?
Now I can.
Oh,
You're going in and out.
is it real bad?
No, that was good.
Oh,
Yeah, now it's good.
Whatever the problem was before, if you want to learn how to read lips, just go back to that part and try to see what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
you
could
left
probably
out Jorge.
So the main event.
Yeah, after that, we're in and out.
Yeah. So the main event for 2016 was actually Drew Galloway versus Lashley for the world title.
That was a fucking great match. Oh, I didn't mean to curse, but that was a banger match.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that long ago, but damn.
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to repeat what I've said. I rambled for no reason before. So I'm gonna let Jorge go in because 2016 was a mess. I'm gonna get something to drink real quick.
Yeah, so I mean, me see.
You see, we hate Slammiversary for the past 5 years. Like we've never walked off on a podcast, and now we're doing it because this is how frustrating it is. And obviously, we're talking so much about how bad it is that we
Yeah.
literally have to like leave and get water because like we ran out of like our mouth is dry and everything. And
Yeah, but the Lashley Galloway match, that was a knockout match. That was
without
good.
sure,
I love that match. That was a good match. That was
yeah,
Dick Kane was there against the Bromans for the tag team title. That was when the Bromans had Raquel as the manager.
that's
And
right,
then,
they did.
yeah, and then they had the brothers, the Hardys, go up against each other, which I didn't like that.
Oh yeah, where they had the broken Matt versus
Yeah,
Jeff
Matt versus
Hardy.
Jeff. I know
Yeah,
Jeff Chef Boy was there. Bram lost to Eli Drake.
yep.
And they had a tag team there that I liked, and then they left the Tribunal
Oh,
with Al Snow. They have beat Chess Boy, Grado, and Shira, but then the
yeah.
Tribunal left because they got homesick,
Hmm.
and they wound up going back to Italy. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that team. Yep, yep,
yeah, the Tribunal, they were Italians
yep. Hmm.
or something like that, and they got homesick and went back, but they were a real good tag team though. And
Yeah,
I was bliffed. You remember the Tribunal, Chuff?
yeah. You had Basile Barak,
Yes.
something Basile Barak, and something Dax.
Yeah, and they got homesick and went home.
Yeah.
And that's only a year in the company, and they were managed by Al Snow.
The only thing I hated about that group was the whistle. Like that whistle thing annoyed the hell out of me.
Well, see that year, the whole card from bottom to top was really good.
Yeah. Oh, that was, and think about it. If Corgan doesn't come through, that never happens.
What did she do?
No, I said with Corgan, when Corgan saved.
Oh,
that
Corgan,
year.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's-
Madam Dixie.
listen, I love Madam Dixie. Madam Dixie's my lady. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of people don't like her. Me personally, I think she's a sweet lady. She was absolutely amazing, to my family and everything else. So I have a special place for her because she was a sweet woman. But the business side of it, I know a lot of people say whatever they say, and it's fair. I'm not in the meeting, so I don't know. But I mean, to be honest with you, everybody thinks Corgan is this creative genius, but this is the same guy who did the Grand Championship rules. So how smart is he really?
Hey, you can't hit a home run every time, bro. Come on now.
Name one home run he's hit.
He saved Impact Wrestling for at least for a couple of months. Slammiversary and then Bound for Glory.
No. That's fine, but that's not a home run. That's
No.
You're putting your money in as an investment to I don't know what was done. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going to assume who was right, who was wrong, what Dixie promised. I wasn't there, but I'm saying what did he do in wrestling? That's a home run. If people say NWA, like there are still lots of hits and miss with NWA.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and then at the end of the day, you can't keep your talents neither, and you're a smaller market than Impact Wrestling. So if you can't keep your talents, or if you don't understand how to politic well enough, where you have somebody that feels a certain way talent wise, and they belittle other talents, and then your young core of talents leave, that means you're not doing your job and controlling your locker either. So my thing is with Billy Corgan is, what has he done? That's my only beef with him, is I don't think he's done anything, and he gets way more credit than he deserves.
Yeah. Well, he put your group, your parent group together, that BDC or
Nope, he did not put that group together.
your boys there with Bram and who put that together?
No. James Storm put that group together. That was and
Billy Corgan had nothing to do with BDC. It was actually the plan of MVP and Kenny King. They came together.
No. He said DCC, not BDC.
DCC,
Oh, I was gonna say yeah, but no. James Storm was
James Storm was the one who pitched that idea, and it was supposed to go down differently. And I've recently reached out to James Storm, so I'm hoping I'm hoping he does this because he doesn't do a lot of interviews. I'm pretty cool with him. So I would love, and I'm gonna ask him, yo, can I bring that up because I want fans to understand his vision. I can say it a million times and it doesn't mean nothing because they're gonna be like, oh, he's just talking shit. But if I get him on here, he can say his vision, and you'll understand why the music's hit. Like even the music's his. The music was his. The mask was his idea. Like he wanted them to be a serious, like real raw group. And then I don't want to say Corgan, I don't want to say Anthem, I don't want to say Dixie, I don't know. But look how quick they put him on like a goofy gimmick with and we were just talking about this crooked. What was that show? The Fact of Life. They had Bram and Eddie Kingston, who's a hood dude, and Bram is a no joke, like that's an official, like raw dude. They had them acting like clowns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is my beef with Corgan. Is like, I don't think Corgan has done shit and gets mad credit. And now he's got his hands really messed up because he just had who was that dude that was on there before? And then I think he said something racial or whatever and got kicked off.
Dave Lasagna or something like that.
No. Lagana did something recently, but there was somebody else like I think it was Jim Cornette or
oh yeah, Jim Cornette about tying the chicken or something like that. Which he said the same thing like 20 years ago.
So he had that issue. Now he got the Lagana issue. Now he got the Starks and Zick Dice are gone. Like NWA, yo, I'm telling you now, NWA's hurt.
Well, yeah, I mean everybody is because of the COVID-19, but them and Ring of Honor, both of them are like on a lifeline.
It's true. I put the pinky out for you. You want it? What are we at? 215 now?
We are at 2015.
Last one, baby.
And we're gonna end it on a good note. We're not gonna completely shit on Impact here.
Well, this is supposed to be. It's like we said, it's supposed to be fun. So instead of looking at Impact as another Slammiversary, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's our curse. It's our curse. It's what we do.
And this in 2015 was the return of the King of the Mountain that hasn't been around in like 4 or 5 years since Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff took over. Finally, after GFW finally came back, GFW came back. They finally did the King of the Mountain where they used the old Legends title and made it as the King of the Mountain belt. And then after that, it disappeared again. Because they did another King of the Mountain match and it just disappeared.
Okay. Yeah. What I will say is the last person to, defend that title in the match, not the last regular wrestling match, because that was Eli Drake. The last person that defended the King of the Mountain title in a King of the Mountain match was the big homie Bram. Just throwing it out there.
And don't forget, let's throw that out there. Let's throw that out there too, where Rosemary with the cake kidnapped them.
Oh my God, that was horrible. Put him in the
trunk of the car with the title, and no one ever saw him since.
You know what the crazy part about that is it was a good build-up. Like if you watch it, and not because I'm a Bram fan, not like that, because I don't like the K. I've never liked the K, but I enjoyed the Rosemary thing and Bram. And then him getting jumped and getting thrown into a trunk. That's shit that I like. You know what I mean? It's up my alley. I like that stuff. And to just end it like that, and then Decay all of a sudden is Decay doing whatever they're doing, and you don't see Bram until all of a sudden the DCC comes out, and you don't even know why he got pulled out of a trunk out of nowhere. It was just so poorly executed. But I did like the story leading up.
Yeah. I mean, this had good matches on this card. They only had at that time they only had one female's bout, which was Brooke against Awesome Kong, and I'm sorry, Brooke and Awesome Kong against the Dollhouse at that time. Wow! But and Terrell was still there at that time, so. But that was the only one, and you have your boy Storm defeat your other boy Magnus. Chef's boy Magnus.
Chef's big homie.
Yeah, big homie Magnus.
Oh man.
No, I'm not a Magnus guy. Don't put that on me.
Yeah.
Listen, you're a big Magnus guy.
No, I've never even had one of his T-shirts.
You don't have to. You had his sign.
Not
I've
yet.
never had a magnet sign. I've had a lot of wrestling, but not a magnet sign. I'll never do a magnet sign.
Magnus
I-
is the best.
I had the what?
I said Magnus is the best. Like, Magnus rules.
Jorge, are you a Magnus fan?
Who? I used to be a Magnus fan, bro. I used to love
Never-
Magnus.
I've
Yeah,
never been a Magnus fan.
Listen,
love Magnus.
there was two Magnus fans that I've ever met. That one is Jorge, and the other one was Mama Magnus.
Mama Magnus was legit. She would never turn her back on
She
him.
was always. She rocked the Magnus shirt and all that. She was legit, yo. Like,
She was always in the front row, smack down in the middle of the ring too.
you know what the thing was too? It didn't matter where she was standing. If Magnus
You always
came out,
knew.
people like, yo, come here, like hit the
Uh-huh.
front. Yeah, everybody. That's the one thing I tell people that people might not understand about the Impact Zone. The Impact Zone was really cool. You had your snakes there, but you had a lot of good people that you meet and you had a lot of fun with and everything else. It was just a lot of crazy wrestling fans. I mean, there were times where I was meeting people and I was like, yo, I'm one of these people. Like these people are bugged out. Like they're weirdos.
Yeah, no, like that's the one thing I give Magnus. Like he was a cool dude from Mama Magnus. Like anytime he would come out, he would go over to her, give her a hug, give her a kiss on the cheek, whatever, as a face when he was on camera. But
Yeah.
even as a heel, once he knew the cameras were off, like and he was walking to the back, he always,
Always.
still gave her a hug, like because he knew the cameras were off. So,
Yes.
and
Well,
so
this car
that's one
was
thing I can
was
respect.
pretty good. Yeah, this car was pretty good. I mean, I can't crap on that one. It was pretty good from the beginning to the end. It was pretty
Listen,
good.
Slammiversary cards. I think Slammiversaries are always better than Bound for Glories.
No, without a doubt.
Yeah. And then Buffalo started getting good when they were doing that what was that thing that where all the guys will get like points, like 10 wrestlers.
Oh,
Top Glory series.
Yes.
yeah.
And then they started doing that, and then Buffalo started getting better. Because that's supposed to be the end of the year card. Like Starcade was for NWA back in the days. But then they kind of got bugged out when everything just didn't go their way anymore.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think we hit it all on the head. I think we got the Slammiversary curse done with.
Yes, sir.
I think we do.
So did I hit record or did you hit record?
You hit record.
All right. So listen, I get to hit the button and I don't have to push my finger and make you guys see what I'm doing. Now, Jorge, please let them know where they can find you. Shout out your podcast. That's just plug all your social media. Then Crooked, I don't ever plug myself, so you do it. Crooked will finish it up, and then we'll hit the stop.
Well, guys, you can follow me at Bodega Wrestling Podcast on Twitter and the same Bodega Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. And, we talk about AEW Dark and AEW Dynamite, and then we go over Tuesday's Impact Wrestling stuff. And whatever, this past Tuesday, I had a lot of fun because Tess has gone. So I went crazy for the first 15 minutes on Tessa. So that was a good one. But yeah, man, follow me, follow everybody, man, for sure.
Crooked, go ahead, brother.
Well, same as always, you guys can find me on that IG at crookedsmile_HC6. You can also find me, obviously, here on YouTube at Joker's Club Podcast. Z, not an S. Don't be a dork. If you haven't figured out it's a Z rather than an S at this point, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. But as always, man, love the fans. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for us. And to end this, I want to let you guys know, I know my boy Chef has put it out there, unfortunately, that if we can reach 100 subs by the end of next month, if we reach 100 subs by the end of next month, I will do the one chip challenge.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's gonna suffer.
Let's get him, Chef.
So
All right.
I feel like the two are going to come at me now. So
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
You know what's crazy? Now that, and I remember because I just forgot. You're gonna hear that on the Bodega podcast. We're gonna try to make sure we hit that. I think we just got 2 more today, so it should be like 30, 8, I think it's left. But whatever it is, Jorge's gonna make sure you suffer like I'm gonna make sure you suffer.
Oh, for
You know,
sure.
and
For
listen, it's all
sure.
out of love. We're not gonna do it where we're gonna say it. We're gonna make a video of this. The 3 of us will be on. We're gonna be. I'll mute my mic, and we're just gonna let you.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, facts.
So let's enjoy it. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on top of that, we're out of here. We do what we do, baby. That's what it is. So I'm gonna hit this lovely stop recording, and we'll see you next week.